Hey, 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 family. We are here for another episode of Dream Do Done. Okay, just making sure I was frozen for a minute there. I'm like, what is going on? But we are
frozen. You were frozen.
So anyway, we're here. I think the internet turned 50 with me too. I don't know what happened, but it's Libra season. It's birthday turn up time. I'm wearing this crazy necklace my sister bought me. She came over with balloons and a cane. She bought me a squeaky cane. Talking about this is for your next turn.
Leave it to your sisters for the special gifts.
So she wanted me to wear this yesterday, so I'm wearing it today on Dream to Die. It was hard for me to form the words that I was turning 50. I kept calling it the first anniversary of my 25th birthday.
Which was so cute. That was so cute.
Cute. But given everything that we've witnessed in 2020 and what we're still going through, life is a gift. And I am grateful for this next chapter in my life. And I really want to honor those who transition by how I live. So in the midst of everything that was going on, to carve out space and time to have a little celebration. Well, it wasn't that little, but to have a celebration. It was virtual and a small in person. We observed all our COVID guidelines. Everybody wore their masks, used sanitizers, and we had a safe interaction of a flow of people coming in and out. It's really a lot to give God thanks for. And it felt good to have something joyous to celebrate with those that I love, given all of the rough patches that we've endured through 2020. So I want to thank you all for the text messages, the emails, the phone call. I'm so behind. If you catching this broadcast and you like, look, woman, you didn't call me back. Just give me some grace. I turned 50, y'all. I need sleep. I was hanging for 4 hours straight. Like, oh my God, why did I do this? But it was a whole lot of fun. And I appreciate all of you, especially everybody that viewed on Periscope. I'm so sorry I didn't shout you out properly last night. Charge it to the old head, not the heart. I appreciate everybody. I'm overwhelmed. It takes a lot to overwhelm me, but I am literally overwhelmed with what my husband did to create just moments for everyone showing up. So you tuning into Dream Do Done is the day after the blessing. We're here 1-ish every Monday afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, to share with you the journey from process to progress, and also some insights on personal life and milestones like the one I celebrated. So I'm going to hush and turn it over to my two beautiful co-hosts so that they can greet you this morning, the how-to coach Tamara Hartley and the Pulpit Chic Serena Brown Travis. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Stacie N.C. Grant, the Chief Faithpreneur.
So hello, everyone. So yes, happy birthday, Stacie. I mean, I had tried to get my voice together so that I could sing for you today, but I'm going to spare everyone. And we all know from Dream You Done, Serena's the one with the pipes anyway. So I would just say happy birthday, and fabulous 50 is just not enough to describe you and your spirit and everything that you bring to this life. So we could have been on a little earlier if we all weren't backstage arguing about who loves Stacie the most. But I do love you. I hope you enjoyed it from what it sounds like you did. And so I just want to give you all of that. Make sure, Stacie is one of those who has been celebrating her birthday all along. We just didn't know it, but she has been. So the celebration will continue. But it's been a great week for me. Glad to be here with you all.
Thank you, sis, and love you right back.
Hey, listen, hello and happy Monday to everyone. Stacie, I had a blast at the party last night. My husband and I mean, we brought back some old school dancing, honey. We
got back there like,
yeah, listen, I was like, wait a minute, go get my Apple Watch so I can get my steps in. And then, we're doing everything. And yes, Tamara absolutely said it. We did have a for real discussion about who loves you more. I even was showing screenshots like, now who is this? I've never met this before. When I first met Stacie, I felt wonderful. So who is this? We need verification. But nonetheless, as you all can see, and I hope you can feel through our broadcast, that Stacie absolutely has a heart of gold Her personality is infectious, and we are all better people because Stacie NC Grant is here. So I love you, and again, happy birthday to you.
Oh, I love you more, and thank you so much. I was cracking up because this conversation is starting to happen for people who didn't get a chance to do a little something that we're going to share later. But know that I know how much I'm loved and appreciated by you, my two sisters. We get to do this broadcast every Monday. Behind the scenes, we've done some amazing things. We are kicking off some even more amazing things in the middle of COVID when we talk about opportunities, when we talk about dreaming. That dream, we all have a dream. We all start somewhere, even as a child, about what we're going to do when we grow up, the things that we want to be, what businesses or professions we want to go in. And so many people get stuck in the dream stage. They don't move past the dream stage. So they don't start doing. They're watching everybody else from the sidelines. And we really want you, when you tune in to Dream Do Done, to understand there has to be movement from dreaming to doing to getting it done, even if it's not perfect, right? You have to do something in order to get those results. So I am so grateful that we get to share this space. I love you both, and thank you for the love. Thank you for indulging my cray-cray, because you know all month long is Team Libra Turn Up until we get to Serena's Turn Up month, and then it's all about Serena turning up for the Scorpios. So I believe in celebrating birthdays, especially when we don't know how much time we have. And I don't want anybody to be confused when I leave this planet. Don't cry for me, honey, because I'm working on getting my place up in heaven, right? And if I loved you, I told you a zillion times while I'm here. So it's about celebrating life when you can and appreciating those moments. And what I ask everybody to do for the month of October, I've chosen 2 different causes for people to support. So in lieu of gifts, I was saying, look, just please bless somebody else. On StacieNCGrant.com, you can go and you'll see the information there of Weibo, which is one of my sponsors and partners, the workshop and business opportunities for you to help another business owner, another faithpreneur, somebody who needs to survive this COVID without the challenges of the financial burden that has been placed on them. A small grant, something that can help them get to tomorrow. So you have an opportunity to contribute to Weibo, to help one of those faithpreneurs, and you have an opportunity to help a high school senior, a young woman, be able to receive a scholarship to go to college, because we know everything is shifting and changing. We don't know what's going on with school, and we want to help finance through the Rising Phoenix Foundation an opportunity for a young child. I can't call them child, you know, when they're senior in high school, they think they're grown, but for a young girl to be able to go on and get that scholarship. So if you go to StacieNCGrant.com, you'll see the links there. I'm leaving that up on that site. We're revamping the whole Stacie NC Grant, but you raised some noise and some dough. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it. And it's a pleasure to partner with you. Thank you. Hey there, King David. Good to see you. So I'm scrolling it across the screen so that if you forget, you can share it with someone. That's how you can tell me or share that you love what I do and who I am, or you want to celebrate my birthday. Bless somebody else. I want to pay it forward for this next turn around the sun, my half-century mark. I want it to stand for blessing others. So just invite you to do that. So thank you.
With that being said, Stacie, I would like for us to, donate something from Dream Do Done to that work cause in celebration of our sister's birthday. So absolutely. I'm definitely for that. So we will coordinate that. When we say on Dream Do Done, it happens. That's what we do.
What's funny? As much as we talk, I didn't follow instructions, so I just sent the Cash App, and I was like, let's just let it rain.
Wait, Serena's good for that Cash App now.
Hey, I love
talking about somebody that's a giver. Serena's good for the Cash App. I've been the recipient of Cash Apps that came at the spur of the moment, like while we're talking right now. Cash App.
She don't play with the Cash App. She don't. So this is the page. I'll just bring it up, and this is the information about how to contribute. So, from $1 to $25, it makes a difference, right? We're all going through different stages of challenge during COVID. So there's no judgment on anyone. But if you're like, well, that says I want to do something for you, I want to celebrate. And I thank all of those who did, because they ignored me. They're like, no, you're going to celebrate your 50th. I'm giving you a gift and you're going to use it on you. I'm like, okay, I don't have the energy to argue. Jesus, I don't. I don't like, I'm all right, fine. But if you find it in your heart that you want to do something, these are named for specific reasons. Faithpreneur mustard seed. It just takes a little bit of something sometimes that can help someone get a blessing or to be able to, start or something. And they're doing Chromebooks in the hands of recently incarcerated individuals to take the Weibo. Like, that's major. You're helping to empower somebody to reroute their life and to be able to establish a business and to have some income. So that's important. The Sapphire grant is because, I love blue and sapphire is my color. So that's just the next level up. And the Pearl grant, of course, is going to be in honor of my grandma. Everything comes back to my granny. So not only is it a precious pearl, but it's my pearl, my grandmother. So it's a tax deductible gift. You get to write this off for all of the business owners. So, feel free to go to staciencgrant.com and you'll be able to get that information. So I just wanted to share it with all of you who have been so great with supporting the show. You've been wishing me happy birthday. So I just wanted to share that in the event you want to do something. So now with that being said, I see Jason is on and some of you partied all night long with me. And, we were talking about our topic today and some of the things that we can do. We have Thanksgiving coming up. We have the Christmas holidays coming up, and we don't know what it's going to look like for our businesses, what it's going to look like just in community here in New York. Unfortunately, our numbers have gone back up in certain zip codes. So, our governor is putting the smackdown on certain things right now because, President Cuomo don't play. So he done sent out the warning and he's like, oh, y'all don't want to pay attention to rules. So this is what's going to happen. And I'm like, get it, Governor Cuomo. We can't afford to go backwards like New York was doing so well. So with that being said, there are different things that as we pivot, as we look at ways to still have celebrations and mergers, as we look at Serena's birthday is coming up, or you have an anniversary or the holidays, what can you do to still make people feel special? And there's a platform that I'll just share today because my husband, shout out to my husband, he worked so hard to surprise me with this little message, which was hilarious because he told everybody not to tell them that he told I was turning 50. But it's called Tribute. And Tribute allows for you to create an event and then people submit their videos. So they can do it via Facebook and they can share it on email. And he asked them to answer these questions. So I haven't even looked at all of this. Like, this is amazing to me. There's over 200 and something submissions and people are sharing and leaving messages. So I am like overwhelmed. Like legit overwhelmed. So it's going to take me a little while to navigate through. But Serena, Tamara, and I were talking about how this can be used as an opportunity, even in your business. If there's something that you want people to submit or talk about your product, what a great way to get testimonials and let them talk about how your product has been a blessing or something that you're doing in your service, and using Tribute as a way to celebrate that. I don't know all the details about the platform and what's engaged or involved in it, but we thought, hey, here's another interesting tip. We've been sharing with you some very interesting tools and technology that you can use. So this is one in real time that you're able to utilize. And Stephen said that you used it for your granddaughter's graduation. It's a really good website. Okay, awesome. Tamara, Serena, have you all been familiar with Tribute?
So I was not familiar with this one.
Yeah, no, I was going to say same thing for me, but I will say, is this what you also used last night for the party?
Yeah, so apparently what he did was while we were going through each of the DJ sets, he played some of the videos from the Tribute. Mm-hmm. He said that he couldn't play all of them because this is 3 hours long. I was like, what? So later on today, I will be laying back and just taking my time viewing the tributes because they were making me so emotional. Like I'm watching what people are saying and I'm like, what? How did you find like what? My uncle is on here. I'm like, okay, this is a lot. So he played segments of it throughout the night, but this is exactly what he played. And apparently at the end, he said, you have another surprise coming. They created in some sort of file or format that I'll be able to have that plays on its own in your home. So it's like, you know how you have pictures that can scroll on a USB? Apparently they give you that option that you can purchase that. So it's a really interesting tool. And, you know, one that I want to share, my husband is awesome. Lord, I couldn't thank God enough. I don't know. He went through so much to make sure that my 50th was wonderful, but this was a great surprise and a great platform.
Listen, so last night I felt, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tamara. I was
going to say just that, you know, one of the things I really like about us being able to collaborate like we do is all this sharing that goes on. You know, Stacie is one who is not afraid of technology. Whether we know how to work it properly, we're going to learn it. You know, she's always bringing new technology to us. Well, I'm like a software person. I like little gadgets and things like that. She definitely tries out these new platforms. I mean, even with this, what we stepped up on Dream Do Done and started with this StreamYard. I mean, we've been loving the platform. I like new things. And I'm with all the holidays coming up, and you know, we really do got to take our situation seriously, you know, being, you know, with COVID and being exposed and being around your family and friends. These are just very creative ways that you can kind of keep some of the normalcy in your life. You know, celebrating your 50th birthday via the internet was probably not the way you wanted to do it, but you found some innovative ways to still make things happen. And I applaud you for that, because so many people are like downtrodden. I can't do this. I'm turning 50. I can't celebrate my milestone. But Stacie's like, I'm going to celebrate it. I'm going to find a way. And I just love this because this really exposes us all to just new things we can try and use.
Right. And I would say that the party last night was lit, and I'm all the way here in Columbus, Ohio. My husband and I were up dancing. My children didn't understand, you know, how, and we were like, oh my goodness, did they just switch from Janet Jackson to Prince? And then, wait a minute, we just went from Prince to Wu-Tang. Like, are we really doing this? I mean, so we were all the way turned up in our living room because of this technology, celebrating Stacie's birthday. Then my husband is pausing to watch the football game with the Eagles, which had no one in the stands. So, you know, for right now, this is our new normal, you know, just being able to celebrate, to drop in the celebrations and then to watch TV. And again, it was so fabulous. I felt like the DJs were in my living room. Like, it was an amazing platform, an amazing party. Like, I hope you recorded that party, Stacie, because like for real, I would watch it on replay. Please tell me that you did.
Yes, it's recorded. I pray. I'm going to go back and check. But yes, because we were doing Periscope and we were doing StreamYard. I froze it. I was like, did I freeze again? So yeah, it's recorded on Periscope. People can watch the replay on Periscope, and I believe we have the recording to download as well from StreamYard, because that was like 4 hours. So
listen, it was just enough that I got my 10,000 steps yesterday from dancing, so I appreciate you.
That's what my girlfriend said. She said, "Girl, I got my steps in. I was out here daring."
Yeah. I mean, we brought back like the snake and everything. My kids were our kids looked at us like, what?
Yeah, I would have paid money to see that one.
I still got it.
Did you snake down the middle too? Like,
hey, all of it, the percolator, everything. But with that being said,
Stacie, what have you done?
Say it again.
I said, Stacie, what have you done? You are allowing Serena to bring the snake back. Come on now.
The snake. I was 5 with the snake, honey. And you remember how you used to clap before you did? Like, you would clap and then do the snake. Yeah, I did all that. Yeah.
I can't wait to see Serena's birthday coming up. I can't wait to see what we're going to do. I might bring the snake back for her. Who knows?
Please do.
Absolutely. Well, you know, it's a joy to see how we've all had to pivot with so many things, and we didn't want to do, you know, the same old thing, because there is Zoom fatigue, and a lot of the work that we have to do between WebEx, between Zoom, between what's the other software that a lot of companies are using, Cisco, all these things in order for business to happen or taking events virtually. So there has to be something different. And that's why there were like 10 DJs, Stacie. I'm like, when do I do anything normal? And it wasn't just because I wanted to have 10 DJs. It's also because these people are part of my life. Like, I've worked with them. You know, I've had many jobs and many iterations of my verticals, and I used to do events all the time. So some of these DJs, we worked together on the weddings and the special events. So there was no way I could choose just one DJ.
Okay, hold up. Did you just say 10 DJs?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 10 DJs did 20 sets each, 20-minute sets.
Wow.
Even my brother from Florida.
So pretty much you done pulled off the Ritz from Howard University back in DC when they had somebody different on every floor.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. Stacie went on out. I got it.
I remember the Ritz.
Oh. Serena.
I know. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking in my head, like, did she just say the Ritz?
I did.
So we created an experience. And I mean, to see, you know, Jason is on. Hey, my brother, he had my nephews up. They were having fun and dancing, and to see families. And I just wanted it to be something with a little levity, to have fun. And I'm glad it turned out. I really wasn't sure how it was going to all turn out. But, you know, shout out to Denise Grant. Here's a cake. There's a cake. She did the decor, which was absolutely fabulous. Space 224. He was like, wow, we've never had anything like this here. He was, you know, checking temperatures and doing all that coming in. He was like, you had such a beautiful crowd just come in and out. Everything was just so, I'm like, yeah, that's all God. God is, there's nowhere where God isn't. You can have fun. And there's a time and place for everything. So I tell everybody, don't judge me. We turning up. Right there. We're going to have fun. I ain't one of those hypocritical Christians. You know
well, look, if the pulpit chick say it was lit,
yes.
it was lit, okay?
It was lit. It was lit. I mean, we had a great time. Look, we had a great time in Columbus, Ohio. Like, I would have paid to go to the party. and it was like the Ritz. Each DJ had their own flow. Because you remember, back in the day, prior to, you can go to one floor, there's reggae. The next floor, there's R&B. The next floor, there's go-go. So each DJ had their own personality to make it all work. You brought back some memories. Oh, goodness.
Well, I am glad. And, you know, I just want everybody to think about in this fourth quarter, what things are you going to incorporate to just have something different, to have some new energy flowing in and out of your business operation and what you're doing and how you're showing up. Because we all have to make adjustments in order to be successful. You know, some of you are in business, some of you are in corporate jobs. Wherever you are, even on corporate America, you have to make some shifts and changes on how you show up, working with your team, keeping people engaged, wanting to work. Because some folks are not going to go back into an office. They're going to be working remotely until 2021. So there's all these different factors that you need to take into consideration when you're planning your strategy. And I hope you're planning your strategy, because it's process to progress.
Yeah. And, you know, and I think also just what you said, and this is kind of off subject, but it just made me think about it. You know, we're learning a lot during this time. You know, I really hope there are some changes that happen in corporate America, that happen in businesses, because there was a time when you didn't think people could function working from home, where people weren't trusted. You know, people had to choose between taking care of their kids and going to work. I really hope that this changes that dynamic and give people a lot more flexibility now, because when you're talking about pivot, flexibility is also super important to be able to thrive and do what we're doing with children not being in school, parents having to work at home, everybody doing everything, dogs barking in the Zoom. People are following up this stuff now. You know what I mean? Like, because it's happening to all of us at the same time. So I really hope that this sets some kind of precedence for how we can really work together and continue to work together even after COVID passes us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you being here on our show. We have our products that you'll be able to engage in for the fourth quarter. You have the opportunity to join our classes. Serena, Tamara, and I will be announcing a special class for those of you who want to get involved with another vertical in your business. So we touched on it 2 shows ago. We brought Tamara up to speed. We're going to give her a little bit more intel on that, but this is serious business. and timing is everything. So I hope that you're taking the information that we share, because there's some days when we drop a special nugget. That's like church. You got to show it every week. You don't know when that blessing coming for you. But I'm going to let my sisters close out before we shut our show down for today. And we appreciate you all being here. Thank you for the birthday love. And yeah, the celebration continues all month long.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, this was more than fun. It's so fun to celebrate my sister even yesterday and even more today. And so we hope that you receive some nuggets, even though we just had a really good time just laughing and celebrating our sisterhood on the show. We do look forward to making sure that we touch on that business that Stacie's talking about. That will be a very important show to not miss. And so we love you. We'll see you next week. And Tamara, I'll let you go ahead and pass around the offering plate.
Look, absolutely. We thank you. We do not take it for granted that you tune in with us at 1-ish every Monday. You know, we do have a lot of fun on the show, but this is really, really a show to help you go from process to progress. So thank you for tuning in today. Stay with us on dreamdodone.com. Stay up to date with what's going on and make sure that you tune in. Like Stacie said, you don't want to miss your blessings. So take care.